guys, welcome back to the video on the channel today. Hope you're all well. Very exciting one today. It's not Manchester City related. It's not England related as well. It's going to be my Premier League 2019/20 team of the season. Now I know the season isn't technically finished yet, but a lot of people have picked their teams of the seasons, pundits, YouTubers, etc. So I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon and name mine. As I say, not everyone's team's going to be the same. We're all going to have our opinions. You might be surprised by a couple of my choices, but it's just my personal opinions, guys. This is just my opinions of who I think's been my team of the season, the best players for that position, in my opinion. So don't go hard at me in the comments or anything. Just take it easy. I'm only joking. Give me all the stick you want. But as I say, we all have our opinions, and this is just clearly mine. And before I get into the video, I just want to give a shout out to Pompey Lad 96 thought Pompey, cheers for this recommendation, pal. It really is appreciated. The reason why I'm doing this is because you recommended it to me yesterday, and I thought it was a great idea. So thanks, pal. Thanks, mate. Top man. Really nice guy as well. So yeah, shout out to you, mate. Thanks a lot. Let's get in the video. So I've named my 11 players, and I've named my manager. I've put my manager of the season in there as well. So I'll start off with a goalkeeper. I've gone for Alisson. It was between him and Dean Henderson. I know Dean Henderson's kept the most clean sheets, I think, this season. If I'm right in saying, I think he's kept 13. I think, but Alisson this season, I'm just going to run through his stats for you. 20 Premier League games he's played. He's only conceded 11 goals, which is absolutely phenomenal in 20 games. It shows how solid Liverpool's defence is. He's been a big part of that. He even got an assist against Man United where he launched the ball up to Salah, and incredible kick. He's one of the best keepers in the world. Been a massive part behind Liverpool's success this season. Now, he has missed a few games through injury or suspension. Adrian stepped in, but Liverpool don't look the same when Adrian's in goal. They're much more comfortable. Alisson's in net. Showed that against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Alisson's a massive spine of their team. If you've got a good keeper, you win things simple. And he's one of the best keepers in the world. And for me, he's been the best goalkeeper this season. But as I said, it was a tough choice between him and Dean Henderson. Could have threw Nick Pope in there. But it's Alisson for me all day long as my goalkeeper. He's also kept 12 clean sheets. Very good. Yeah, he's a phenomenal goalkeeper, one of the best in the world. On to my right back in this team, I've gone for, well, this wasn't hard at all. Do you know, it was actually a toss of a coin between Wan-Bissaka and Trent Alexander-Arnold, but I have gone for Trent just because of his stats. Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he's played for the champions this season. Well, we all know Liverpool will be champions. Wan-Bissaka's been fantastic for Man United. He's been a great signing. As I said, they've been the two best right backs in the league. But you look at Trent's stats this season: 29 Premier League games. He's played every single game for Liverpool. 2 goals, decent for right back, and 12 assists. Just phenomenal stats, aren't they? As I said, his delivery's class. He's one of the best right backs in the world. He's the best in the Premier League for me. So good attacking. Again, a massive part of Liverpool's success this season. So yeah, Trent makes a right back position for me. On to the two centre backs. Well, I'll tell you the first one. This is no debate. It has to be Virgil van Dijk. The second one, now I struggle saying this guy's name. You'll know what I'm on about. He plays for Leicester City, the Turkish centre back, as I like to call him. Soyuncu. I can't say his name, guys. I'm sorry. I'll call him Soyuncu. But yeah, I've gone for him and Van Dijk as my two centre backs. We'll start off with Van Dijk. Stats this season: 29 games, 4 goals. Amazing for centre back. He's played every game for Liverpool. We all know Van Dijk's quality. He's probably the best defender in the world. And again, there's a lot of Liverpool players in this team, and it's hard as a City fan, but you have to, they're the best team in the league, aren't they? So Van Dijk makes his team, as I said, a massive part of Liverpool's team. We all know this guy's qualities. He was phenomenal last season. I think he's even better this season. So Van Dijk's the first one, no doubt about that. Now on to Soyuncu, the Leicester City centre back. Now this guy surprised a lot of people this season because he's come in to replace Harry Maguire. Now Leicester sold Harry Maguire for 80 million. They've brought in this guy, Soyuncu, who's just been incredible. We never even heard of this guy before this season, but what a play he looks. And now he's been linked with big money moves to big clubs, including my club, Man City. They're on about him being worth 50 million now. For me, he's better than Maguire from what I've seen. You're on about Maguire being worth 80 million. I'm sure he is, but he looks incredible in the one and only season he's had in the Premier League. Massive part of Leicester's success this season, and you look at his stats. Soyuncu, he's played 28 games, literally every game for Leicester, scored the 1 goal. They actually signed him from Freiburg in 2018 for 19 million. I don't know if he went out on loan last season. You guys will have to let me know about that in the comments. But yeah, this guy's incredible, and as I said, he's been linked with big moves because of his performances for Leicester. He makes a team this season for me. Quality centre back, really good. good for Turkey as well good to see a Turkish player, should I say, do well in the Premier League. You don't really get many, do you? So yeah, that's good. On the left back, I've gone for Andrew Robertson. It's not brainer really. Best left back in the world right now for me, not just the Premier League. Robertson's phenomenal. Again, a massive part of Liverpool's success. 28 Premier League appearances this season. Got the 7 assists, phenomenal, and the 1 goal. Robertson's a quality player. His overlapping runs, big part of the span of Liverpool's defence. His energy, his work rate's phenomenal. Yeah, Robertson's a left back without a doubt. So that's my back four, my back line, should I say. Onto the midfield part now, and I've picked the CDM. It was a toss of a coin again between Fabinho and Ndidi of Leicester. I have gone for Fabinho. Now, Fabinho's actually only played 20 games this season. He's got the 1 goal and 1 assist, but he's so solid. I mean, Liverpool's team's just so much solid when he plays. He scored that rocket against us in the 3-1 win against my team, Manchester City. He's just a beast, isn't he? He controls that midfield. He's similar to like Yaya Toure in the way he dictates the game. He's solid. I'm not saying he's as good as Toure was, but he's that type of player. It was hard to leave Ndidi out because he has played more games, but it has to be Fabinho for me. I just think he's such a good player and he's had a good season. As I said, Liverpool looks solid when he plays. So I've gone for Fabinho in the CDM role. Onto my 2 centre midfielders, I've gone with Jordan Henderson. No debate really for me. You saw when he got injured this season, Liverpool really dipped off. He does the dirty work, Henderson. Now, I have been a critic of him myself over years, but this season's made me think different. You actually see how much of a good player he is. Calms that midfield, as I said, Liverpool went on a dip before when he was injured, so massive player for Liverpool. He's got the 25 games this season, the 3 goals, the 5 assists, but he's Liverpool's captain, he's a leader, and he's massive part of their success this season again, like the other players. As I said, he got injured, Liverpool dipped off. He makes a team this season for me without a doubt and could even be the player of the season in the Premier League. One of the other midfielder, it's a no-brainer again. One of the other player of the season candidates, it's Kevin De Bruyne for my team, Manchester City. We finally got a City player in the team. But yeah, De Bruyne's stats this season now, phenomenal. Get ready, guys. We've got 26 games, 8 goals, 17 assists, the most in the league. Phenomenal stats. 17 assists in 26 games is amazing. We know De Bruyne's qualities. I've said them plenty of times in videos. You don't need me to sit here and tell how much of a good player De Bruyne is. We all know on his day he's by far the best midfielder in the world. And his performances again have showed that this season. He was massive when he was injured for us last season. We struggled so much in the big games, but now he's back. He's just run out. He's by far our player this season. He's ran the show by his own. He's such a good player. I think any team in the world would want De Bruyne in the team. The stats say it all. It's just a shame we haven't performed as well in the Premier League, but he's carried us this season, if I have to sit here and be honest. It's hard for me to say, but it's the fact, isn't it? He's just such a good player. He makes his team. Him and Henderson, it's a good solid midfield. Onto the forward front 3 line. Now, again, this is looking good. On the right wing, now, I might get some stick for this, but it's just my opinion, isn't it? On the right wing, I could have picked plenty of players, but I've gone with Riyad Mahrez, my team again, Manchester City. So we've got 2 City players. Hey. Mahrez has stats this season, 23 games, 7 goals, 10 assists. Now, the 10 assists for me show how much he's got better this season. I mean, he got so much stick last season, and I could kind of see why, because we signed him for big money. He wasn't playing a lot, but I've always backed Mahrez, and this season, apart from De Bruyne, for me, he's been our best player. The stats say it all. And he makes a team for me, because he's played more games this season. As I say, he was brilliant against Chelsea when he scored that goal. He's looked a different player this season. For me, for that reason, he makes a team of the season. I think, for me, he's been I've even put him ahead of Salah. I think he's been the best right winger in the Premier League, and I just hope he stays at the club and keeps on putting in good performances for us. But yeah, Mahrez makes a team for me. One of our standout players this season. He stepped in when Bernardo, for me, is disappointed this season. Bernardo Silva. Mahrez has stepped up and he's performed very well. And yet he gets that right wing position for me. Onto the left winger, it's a no debate. I've gone for Sadio Mane. 26 games, 14 goals, 9 assists. World class stats, aren't they, really? Again, another Liverpool player in the team and a massive part of Liverpool's success this season. Mane's ran the show. I was talking to my uncle the other day, like how good he is to watch. He's so quick and rapid. He's the best left winger in the league by far for me. He's just rapid, isn't he? What a player. I mean, he was good at Southampton, but he's just come to Liverpool and he's come on leaps and bounds, hasn't he? He's a world class player now. Quality player. So Mane's got to make the team for me. As I say, the stats say it all. Could argue he's been Liverpool's best player this season with Henderson and Van Dijk. But yeah, he has to make the team for me. Massive part of their success. I believe, is he their top scorer? No, I think Salah's got the most goals, hasn't he, still? But yeah, It was hard to leave Salah out of this team, but Mane has to make it for me, just purely because I think he's been a better player this season. Right, onto the striker of the team, the final position. Now, I've got a lone striker here. Now, this was tough for me as a Man City fan. He's had a good season, Aguero, but I've had to leave him out, unfortunately. It was hard for me to do. Could have picked Aguero, could have picked Pookie for Norwich, could have picked Abraham, Kane even's got a few. But I have gone for Jamie Vardy as my striker. I think the reason why Leicester have done so well this season is massively because of Vardy. I'll run you through the stats now. 26 games, 19 goals, and he's got the 4 assists as well. Vardy's class, and I really, really, really hope he comes out of retirement, international retirement for England in the Euros next summer, I hope. But what a play he's been for Leicester this season. Now, we did go on a bit of a goal scoring drought recently. Before the virus started and the football got called off, he was banning the goals again. No, so good, Vardy, so underrated. I can't believe he's never played for. No disrespect to Leicester, they are a big club, but I'm surprised he hasn't played for one of the big English clubs. You just look at them stats. He's an out and out goal scorer, isn't he? He's got pace, powered a lot. He gave my team a hard time, Man City, when Leicester came to Etihad, scored a goal that match, bloody class goal as well. 19 goals. I think he's a top scorer in the league as well. So for that reason, he has to be the striker in this team. As hard as it was to leave Aguero out, Vardy has to be the striker for me. 19 goals is incredible in 26 games, and that's probably why Leicester have done so well this season, massively because of Vardy. Brendan Rodgers speaks massively high of him, and I see why. What a striker! Incredible. He makes his team for me. So I'll just run you through the 11-man team. For each position, in the goalkeeper, I've got Alisson. Right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Two centre backs, Virgil van Dijk and, I'll have to say his name again, Soyuncu of Leicester. Left back, Andrew Robertson. CDM, I've got Fabinho. Two centre midfielders, Jordan Henderson and Kevin De Bruyne. Right wing, Riyad Mahrez. Lone striker, Jamie Vardy. And the left wing, Sadio Mane. So there you go, guys. That's my Premier League team of the season of 2019-2020. Very, very tough, but I think I picked a good team there, and it's my opinion, guys. We all have them, don't we? But yeah, they're the 11 players. Now, to wrap up the video, I just want to give my manager of the season. Very tough again. You can probably see in the photo I've picked of the video. It was between Jurgen Klopp and Chris Wilder. I have gone with Chris Wilder of Sheffield United. What a job he's done there. Absolutely phenomenal. I think Sheffield United currently sits 6th in the Premier League, I'm right in saying. It's absolutely amazing. To get them promoted from the Championship alone was good, but what he's done in the Premier League this season, with that budget as well, that's why I picked him, because with the tight budget he's got, he's literally kept the same team as he had in the Championship, and he's got them in top 6 in the Premier League. They're just pure workhorses, and it's massively down to him. He's a local lad as well, a Sheffield United fan, which makes it more special for me. And he's my manager of the season. What he's done there is fantastic, and I'm sure you guys will agree. It was hard to not give it to Jurgen Klopp, what he's done with Liverpool, or he lose one game all season, but I've gone for Chris Wilder. I just think he deserves it for me. And yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a pleasure making it. It was good to make my team this season. Have a good rest of the day. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Take care, guys.